What's up, guys? Ryan Knows Tech here from TechInform.us, and today's video is regarding the MacBook Air. Yesterday's video, I made a comment, my thoughts on the MacBook Air. I did go up and see both models and got a couple comments that said you wanted to hear my thoughts, so here they are. Just going to go ahead and open this. This is what the new MacBook Air, the next generation of MacBooks. So, it's a pretty big change over the existing, as of a month ago, MacBook Air. In the front, it is paper thin. To compare it to this keyboard, and just at its thinnest point here, makes the keyboard look fat, which it isn't. So the thinnest point of the MacBook Air is incredibly thin. It's like maybe 5 or 6 bills put together, dollar bills. And then it goes up to about, probably just about 2 to 3 times the thickness of the thinner part of this keyboard. Probably all familiar with the Apple wireless keyboard. Anyways, feels really good. We'll talk about build quality for a minute. Build quality, I expected it, being as small and lightweight as it is, I expected the build quality to feel much more giving, a little more plasticky, thinner aluminum. It isn't. It is incredibly well built. No flex in it at all. My only complaint with build quality resides in the keyboard. Both units that I played with, the 11-inch and the 13-inch, the keyboard seemed to give a little bit when you'd press on it. It would kind of flex and kind of click like it was hitting down on something metal. So, you know, that could just be from people messing with them in the store, or that could be a more serious issue since they had to lighten it up and make it a little cheaper. Also, typing on it felt a little bit more clattery. The keys moved around a little bit more. It's not a backlit keyboard, which is a major con for me. Again, though, great laptop, incredibly nice. Screen resolutions on them, I mentioned that because they're different. The 11-inch is 1366 by 768, which is Apple's first 16 by 9 widescreen. Looks great. Really nice for reading documents. There's actually more pixels than my 13-inch MacBook Pro, so that's super nice. Then the 13-inch is 1440 by 900, which is the same resolution as the 15-inch MacBook Pros today. So working with it was really nice. Now, the big thing that everybody's worried about here is performance. How does it perform with a 1.4, 1.6, 1.8, or 2.1 gigahertz processor? Well, the 11-inch I used had a 1.6 in it. And for what it's designed for, it was perfectly fine. Viewing YouTube content up to 720p, it did all right in 720p. Put it in 1080, you could tell it was working at it. I would imagine the 1.4 would be much worse for that. But the 11-inch is great for using the internet and email and typing documents and IMing and stuff like that. You open up iPhoto and try to put together a big library, it's going to be slow. You try to do iMovie, work with that content, it's going to be slow there too. So the 13-inch is going to be better for that. Better as in not as good as a MacBook or MacBook Pro. Both of them are not meant to be replace your MacBook Pro, replace your iMac, replace your Dell Inspiron, XPS, whatever major computer you have. These are lightweight, portable machines that feel pretty good. They're fast enough to do what they're built for, but that's it. Battery life, I didn't take it home. I don't know if it's good, but Apple says I think 5 to 7 hours, depending on what size you get, which is good, and Apple's usually spot on with that. So the only con that I have is I couldn't replace my MacBook Pro with it, but it's not designed for that. And the keyboard feels a little cheaper. It's not a cheap keyboard. It just feels a little cheaper compared to the MacBook Pro, and then it's not backlit. It does have an eject button on the F11 key. I don't really know what that's for, honestly. And then the F12 key functions as your power key. And I might add that the F keys, the function keys all the way across the top row, are much thinner, probably about half the thinness or 2/3 of the existing keys. Not a big deal. You rarely press them anyways. So MacBook Air, if you're thinking about it and that price is holding you back, wait till you feel the thing. It feels, I can justify $1,200 for it. However, if you order it online, it's a must to get 4 gigs of RAM in it. You put 2 gigs of RAM in any MacBook, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, it drags. It just drags. You need 4 gigs, at least 4. I have 8. If I could update to 12, I would, but this maxes out at 8. So, great machine. I really can't think of anything else I need to put in here. A lot of people worry about those super drives, no super drive in it. Okay, for 80 bucks, you can buy the thing that's like this big, a USB super drive, and how often do you use that? And keep in mind, this thing is built to pick up, leave in the morning, work on the go, put it in your envelope, your manila envelope, and work on it throughout the day. It is not something you take home and put on your desk. All right, let's use ScreenFlow and make a movie. It'll do that, but it'll take a while. And it'll be a little slower and it won't be as high quality. So what it's built for, it's a great machine, higher price. But with Apple, you're getting the best of the best. So thoughts on MacBook Air, great product, go get it. If you have the money and you just want more power, the MacBook Pro is not much more, and it is not at all a fat, heavy machine. I carry it with me all over the place. And trust me, it's plenty of power and great build quality, and everything that you need and want in a laptop is in a MacBook Pro. So unless that's too big, unless you want to carry it in an envelope, then go get your Air. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Be sure to check our site out on the way out. It's techinform.us. The link's down below. Then my Twitter for all kinds of updates and more information is twitter.com/JamesRSchultz. And then live Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Tuesday night on ustream.tv/user/techinformus. So I'll catch you there next week or in tomorrow's Friday, happy almost Fridays, video. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.